But it is Wednesday. We are playing some WoW. We are on our level 44 gnome Warlock. And we're going to just do some chill leveling today. Yesterday my stomach was in bad shape, and I'm hoping, what I'm hoping I'm discovering is that I just have to stop avoiding, I just need to start avoiding eating certain foods. And if I can do that, maybe I won't have these stomach issues I've been having. So I feel better today. I have been disconnected for some reason. Why did I just get disconnected? Please tell me I don't have to log in or anything. Okay, alright. I don't know, that was weird. But yeah, I'm hoping it's something simple like don't eat broccoli because you can't digest it, or don't eat pizza because it's gonna, you know, mess up your insides. And it's not something like, you are allergic to this, or you have colon cancer, or you know, some other horrible thing. So I'm hoping I can just get this figured out. So apologies for not being as high energy and stuff yesterday, but I'm feeling so much better today that hopefully I'll be in better shape. Why is, hold on a sec, my add-ons didn't load correctly. Oh, wait a second, let me see here. Move frame, unlock frame. Okay, this is weird, I don't know why I did this. Okay, unlock frame. I feel like there must have been an update or something that's screwed up some of the add-ons or something. If I do this, where's that? Okay, so I move this here, this here. Somebody did mention I should try turning on target of target, and I should turn on target of target. And figure out where that option is. Options, interface. Is there a target of target somewhere here? Might be one of those things where it's like in the show target of target. There we go. Close. Target of target of target. I don't see target of target showing up, so. Alright, that's fine. Lock frame. Lock frame. Okay. No worries about yesterday. It was FTL, so yeah. I mean, it was FTL, so I wouldn't want to, you know, ruin my streaming days where I have the most viewers, but it's just, you know, sometimes you can't fight your health, and yesterday I was a little bit fighting it, so. Am I planning anything in particular for April Fools? Not really. Other than just streaming normally. I think Zach Dog has a April Fool's Day ship for viewership day. That's about the only thing I'm planning, but no, I'm not really planning anything. This weekend is going to be a very busy weekend of singing for me, so planning other stuff like that is not... I've never been big into April Fool's stuff. Rand will go on a tirade about how much he loves FTL. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Many F words in unison with Pastor End. All those things, yes. Yes, for sure. You know, Zach Dog is getting an April Fool's ship. You think you're going to do that also if you would enjoy it? I mean, sure. You can create something between now and Monday. I think Monday is April Fool's Day. Alright. Okay. Stay away from the stone art, people. But, yes, we're chilling out, you know. We're chilling out with not FTL today. We're chilling out in WoW to forget about the FTL, me feeling bad, and the FTL shenanigans from yesterday. As we're gonna just do some leveling in Swamp of Sorrows. So, approaching wildlife. Bring Procolisks. Kill them. Okay. Kill some things. I can kill some things. What I'm best at. Murder hoboing all the things. Okay. This. On Classic is Lord Kazak still in the Blasted Lands? Is there a Lord Kazak in Classic WoW? I don't remember that. Is he like by the burning portal or whatever? We have a lot of fun with creating an April Fool's ship, then go for it, man. Go for it. I'll play it. I mean, as long as nothing else, I just have to play on Monday. If I have 2 April Fool's Day ships, and then put some other ships back a week, that's fine. So yeah, sure. Definitely go for it if you'd like to. Going out with FTO, I think that's not in this universe. That's right. Glad I don't have to work on Monday. Working with kids on April Fools doesn't sound good. Alright. Got over here iron. Okay, I'll mine some iron. Lord Kazakh is in the connected zone. What is the connected zone to the blasted lands? How the heck do I get up here? I need this iron. And I'm too short. There we go. Haha! Haha! I'm not too short. Anybody who says so is just being mean and height racist or something. Lord Kazakh was in the connected zone of World Boss, off to the right where the portal is. So the portal's like there, and he's like maybe over there or something. I maybe vaguely remember that. I'll be honest, I don't remember a lot of the world bosses from Classic WoW. I feel like I didn't play a lot of, kill a lot of the world bosses in any of the guilds I was in, so I don't honestly remember much in the way about the world bosses. I'll take your word for it. Be like a giant demon or something. Maybe I vaguely remember a giant demon world boss or something. In the Tainted Scar. Sounds dirty. That's right, I'm a tall king. In my soul and in my heart. No, in real life I'm pretty short too. I mean, I think, honestly, I'm like average height for a human male. But it feels short when you live in Texas and there's a lot of tall human males in Texas. I bet you if I was in... Where's the place that all the Vikings were from? Like Norway and all the Scandinavian countries. I'd also be very short. I'd probably be very short in Scandinavian countries. A little above average in some of the Asian countries where there's a lot of shorter people. So I am 5'7". Probably actually more like 5'6" and 3/4, but... Not super tall. You're like 6 feet? That would be my ideal height. If I could be like 5'11", 6 feet tall, that would be my ideal. But my parents were kind of short, so I'm kind of short too. This guy here. Small Rand. Not small. Just average. Just average human male size, okay? Average human male size. Get me out of this web. This web of lies you spin, Sorrow Spinner. A web of lies. I'm not small. My screen resolution's just too big. It's right. It's just referencing, you know. Honestly, my webcam on the stream is pretty big. In real life, I'm kind of small, so in streaming, I make my webcam bigger to feel taller. I don't know. Average height for males in most Asian cultures is 5'6". I believe the average across the entire U.S. is 5'11". Really? I thought the average height in the U.S. was more like 5'9". I don't know. It probably has changed over the years, though. It's 5'9", I'm correct. Okay, I was going to say 5'11", maybe in some of those Scandinavian countries its average height is 5'11", but that's way higher than way taller than I think the average height is in the U.S., so. So I'm like a couple inches below average height in America, and an inch or two above in some Asian countries, I think. Can confirm, you're perfectly average U.S. height. Nice, nice. Can confirm. All of the men in my family are below that, though. I think I'm actually the tallest in my family, which shows how short my family is, if I'm the tallest. But I'm only the tallest by, like, maybe an inch or a half, an inch or something. You got that Scandinavian blood? You are 6'3", yeah. Yeah, when I moved to Texas, Like, I grew up in California, and my family was probably about average, maybe a little under average in height. When we moved to Texas when I was, you know, like 9 years old, I was like, why is everybody so tall here? Like, everybody is a giant. At least all the males are so giant. That's what it felt like. Like, all... I mean, I was still a kid, but even as I got into high school and everybody was like at least 3 to 4, maybe even more inches taller than me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I am a tiny person. I am a tiny person in this world, in this state.
I need to target something first.
Shogi lives in California, and I think Shogi is similar to my family. I think he's similar height to us in 5'7", 5'8" range, I think. Because all the tough macho men have lifts in their cowboy boots. I don't think they need lifts. They're just actually that tall. No lifts required. Man, it's nice to fight some lower level things for once. I've been fighting all these elites and +5s and 6s so much lately. Well, maybe +3s and 4s so much lately. Although if they're too low level, not really getting any experience from killing these radiants, but I think this is the quest that I need to go turn in Menethil Harbor or something. That's fine. We'll just do it. We'll just do all the quests. Chilling out with the low-level easy quests. After a day of FTL where I'm fighting stomach pain and getting wrecked on rock ships, it's nice to just kill some low-level easy enemies in the Swamp of Sweet Sorrows. But yeah, yesterday after the stream, I was like super lazy. Like I was not feeling good, so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go work out. I didn't even feel like eating anything, so just to have some sort of nourishment, I went and just got a cherry smoothie. Something that would be super easy to digest. Hopefully has some gut health, you know, probiotics or whatever to help ease digestion, and then just did nothing. I even forgot. I always check my email after my streams, and I had like 4 or 5 emails this morning that I had to get caught up on from like singing stuff that I'm like, okay, well, I guess I was even more lazy than I felt last night. Because I was like, I have, for my Christmas caroling group, we're doing some new recordings. Like pretty much every year we either fix recordings from previous years to update them or add new songs and need to make new recordings for them. So we're in the process of planning that right now. And one of our singers, who's a very accurate singer and quite professional, gets upset by our director sometimes when he says these things were messed up, and she takes personal offense sometimes. So it's like I get to be kind of the
hello. Till next
I get to be kind of the, what is the type of personality? The negotiator, the person who's like, you know, try to make it so that people aren't mad at each other or lay down some ruffled feathers or whatever. So I think it's the compromiser or something. One of my friends who likes one of those personality test types, I forget what it is, where the one where it's like type 9, type 1, type 12. She's like, you're a type something. That's the compromiser or the negotiator or something. It's like, okay. Sounds about right, I guess. I'm the crisis counselor, that's right. I hate conflict. That's why, it's one of the reasons why in my streams, I do everything I can to avoid any conversations that are about things that people can argue about, whether it's politics, religion, social commentary, whatever. It makes me so uncomfortable when people are arguing. Even though I yell at FTL, it just, I don't know, whatever it is. So, I guess in the circle of people that I interact with, I usually try to avoid anything that smacks of conflict. Thank you for the gifted sub, Shogi. to the All-Star Burger. Oh, is that a new emote? Burger nice kick. Burger kick. Is that a reference to a game? What's that? What is the nice kick referencing? Is that like a Dark Souls thing? Can you kick in Dark Souls? I know Burger likes to bang his head against Dark Souls sometimes. Oh, this is a... This is a looting quest. Damn. The Dark Souls 3 thing used to always randomly kick. Okay. Nice, I like it. Even when there's no enemies around, you just kick. You're just a button masher. So that means you were probably really good at, like, Street Fighter, right? Like back when I remember playing Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat and stuff, it didn't always seem like the person who won was the most skilled is the person who just button mashed the hardest. I can button mash faster and harder than you, I win. In the middle of a boss fight, you'll randomly kick. Nice, nice. Oh, what is this? Is this mithril? It's iron. I guess I'll go get that. Eh, well, these guys aren't being too stingy with these quest item drops, at least. It's less that you're a good button masher and more that you have uncoordinated fingers, huh? Uncoordinated fingers. Well, then don't play League of Legends. They always talk about having hands. He's a gamer, he's got hands. I hear them say stuff like that about League of Legends players. And if you're a boomer who's got bad hands, then you are not good at the video game. Or that's what they say if somebody's bad. Call them a boomer. Boomer got no hands or something like that. Okay. You're pretty excited for the April Fool's mod, but you've had to tune back the most extreme changes due to the fact that they also apply to the AI. Okay, well. Yeah, don't give the AI some crazy OP shenanigans. Although I guess that could be a fun April Fool's Day thing too. Haha! AI also OP. April Fools die now. For example, the 15 damage 2-length mini beam was pretty bad due to the fact that the AI could use it. Yeah, 15 damage mini beam. Yeah, that would basically one-shot our ship if they hit 2 rooms. That would one-shot your ship unless you give the ship way more than 30 health. Okay, so these dragons are kind of all over the place. I don't have to get that all done right now in this little area. So if I see no more dragons, clear them out. And let's go see long supplies. We do have a quest slot open, so I can go check if there's a quest I can do up here. Khadgar's essays on dimensional convergence. Fancy. We would see Ranley finally flip the table. If I get one shot in FTL, I mean, it'd be more like, what was the point of this? I just got one shot. Guess I'm not playing this ship anymore. Custom ship has extra health and you don't mind an enemy doing like 20 plus damage due to the fact you can spawn a store after every jump and you have modified the scrap rewards, but I don't want to be don't want an AI to be killing you. Okay. Well, I trust that you'll, you know, not insta-kill me in your mod. I hope. I will trust that you will hopefully not do that. I do remember a mod from RPG Nerdos that was like... all of the ships were carriers or something. So like the boss had like 600 health. And you as the player had like 500 health. But as crazy as that sounds... your weapons were all doing crazy amounts of damage too. So it's this weird... It's like WoW doing thousands of damage instead of doing 80 damage per shot. It was like everything scaled up. It's pretty crazy. I forget what that ship was called. RPG Nerdos are here. He'd probably remind us what that was called. gives this quest? Oh, it's at a crate. Scattered crates. So I have to find a crate around here, it looks like. Are you gonna root me? No, you're trying to heal yourself. Okay. Sweet, sweet nectar.
I can't pass that yet.
So T-Bone Jinx, glad to see the lock is kicking butt. We are. We're in Swamp of Sorrows. We're at level 44. Which we're pretty out-leveled for a lot of these quests, and I'm pretty okay with that. We did a lot of fighting elite mobs last week when we last played WoW. Fighting some lower level dudes to warm up on the day sounds like a good idea. No crazy OP elites to fight at first. I think what we're doing is looking for a random drop from these guys. Random quest item drop. See where this crate is supposed to be. I think it might be in the water. Maybe it's a random location that drops. Solid chest over there. Lost supplies. Okay, looks like maybe there's a couple different places it can spawn in. Looking like maybe it didn't spawn in this place. But I think this blue questy marker is telling me. You got some of the elite questing in Arathi, was it? Yeah, it was Arathi Basin and Altarock Mountains. And oh yeah, I wonder if Paul or who was it? Ruin in-game name said they were going to try to level up, and maybe we could do all those quests today. Those whatever that. What is that place called? Stromgarde? Stromgarde elite quest that I didn't get done. Yeah, there's a couple Stromgarde elite quests that I didn't get done. But if I don't get them done, it's fine. Level 43 elite, search for the Temple of Atal Hakar. I'm guessing that's a prerequisite for some of the Sunken Temple dungeon quests. Gold vein over here, okay. I've been doing a little bit of gaming off stream. Last night after ending my stream early, I was just kind of chilling out on Twitch and YouTube. But after I started feeling a little better, I did play... Me and Shogi played some... what is that called? Escape Room Simulator. It's a fun game to just chill out and solve some goofy puzzles and stuff. Sunken Temple's kind of dangerous dungeon, if you remember correctly. Yeah, I remember that. It was good fun. Every once in a while, Shogi will just message me like, "Hey, you want to play some Escape Room Simulator?" I was like, "Yeah, it's fun." It's way easier than trying to, I don't know, play some FTL or hardcore classic WoW or something. It's a good time. It's a good time. Good, clean fun. Low stress, easy fun. What's up, Svensson? How are you doing? You say that Sunken Temple's pretty difficult. I feel like any old school WoW dungeon, somebody will say that about about every dungeon. Like, Scarlet Monastery is pretty tough. Oh, Zul'Farrak, that's a pretty tough dungeon. Like, I feel like every time I've mentioned any dungeons, like, somebody has said, oh yeah, that's a pretty tough one. I don't think there were, like, easy dungeons in Classic WoW. Maybe the easiest would be, like, Stockades? Dead Mines? But there have definitely been losses that I've had in basically any dungeon that existed in WoW, I think. So, the Mire Lord looked unhappy. You know, These guys live in a swamp. Just wander around a swamp. Who wouldn't be unhappy? I don't know if Paul caught up with me in leveling yet. He was saying the other day or last week that he was going to try to, either him or I forget the Twitch name of Ruin in game playing their druid, said they were going to try to catch up to me and level over the weekend. It's hard for me to keep names straight because Paul, his Twitch name is Mystikitis, and his WoW name was, you know, Halberd Beam, then Zoltan Shield, and all these other references. And then we have another new person joined whose name escapes me, whose YouTube name escapes me, whose WoW name is Ruin. So, like, I can't keep quite all different names straight. Alright, these guys will not drop Khadgar's essays on dimensional convergence. Just drop it. Compared to FTL, which is low fun and easy stress. Yeah, I know, right? So low fun and easy stress. Actually, that's probably a good description of it. No, it's super fun. It's totally super fun. Why else would I play it hours and hours every week? Classic Sunken Temple is the unabridged version 2, so the much longer dungeon run. In your opinion, the best version of Sunken Temple? I don't remember a shortened version of Sunken Temple. When did they add a shortened version of it? Again, like, all of the dungeons in Classic WoW are like 2 to 4 hour time commitments, right? Except for maybe the earlier ones like Deadmine, Stockades, Wailing Caverns. Although Wailing Caverns is not super short. Ragefire Chasm on the Horde side. I guess Black Fathom Depths wasn't a super long one. But I feel like every dungeon from like 30 up, most of them were pretty long. I guess maybe like Nomuragon was a long one. If you do all of Scarlet Monastery, that's obviously a long one. Maybe the Ragefire, not the Ragefire, Razorfen Crawl and Razorfen Deeps weren't as long. The retail version of Sunken Temple is much shorter. They removed some portions now. So Ruined retail, yeah, maybe not Ruined, but like, I feel like part of the reason I just can't get into retail, apart from it being super spammy and pay to win, or pay to skip, or pay to whatever, is it feels like everything's shortened and dumbed down and easier. Like, when you quest in retail WoW, it's like you never feel even a small amount of challenge, like you might die. It's just all, you are so powerful, Chosen One. Look at how powerful you are. Go one-shot everything with your overpoweredness. And I guess I'll go be overpowered and kill everything. And single-handedly stop Arthas from doing something with a cutscene. Retail too easy, it's basically rushing you to endgame, yeah. I guess that's why. If you're playing retail, you're not playing to level, you're playing to get to the endgame, but I guess that's part of the issue too, right? If the only thing to do in a video game is stuff at the endgame and the leveling process is just boring stuff you try to skip, then the game doesn't really become that replayable unless the end game is actually really good. Okay, these guys are refusing to drop this thing. Again, it's like all these YouTube videos I watch about the state of MMORPGs in the modern day, you know, gaming market. Why the genre is dying. So much of modern day MMOs is either pay to win, pay to convenience, which is still a lot of them, especially a lot of Korean MMOs. And I say kill, not really kill, but make it so that us Western audience people don't want to play it, because unless you pay a bunch of money, you're just behind the curve. but it's like the content is often very shallow feeling. Like I watch a lot of videos where they'll talk about the good and bad things New World has done. And a lot of it's usually bad things, because, you know, the game is apparently the population of New World has just plummeted in recent months from what I've been seeing. But, like, it did some things good. Well, I'm not really sure what those things are, but some people say some things they liked in New World. I do remember when I played New World with Shogi and a couple other people that when we actually did a dungeon, it was kind of fun and challenging. But, like, the single-player solo questing experience was just ridiculously grindy, repetitive, and running simulator. There was just no depth or interest to it at all. And, the world was just super repetitive and not really that challenging. So... okay, well, I guess I'll keep killing this Mire Lord. Maybe he can drop this quest item we're looking for. Shogi, I watched last night, one of the things I was watching was a streamer who was playing the Pantheon Persistent Alpha or whatever. So I got to watch some Pantheon gameplay last night, and it was not something I was all that impressed with, to be honest. Kind of grindy, repetitive, and not that deep, but, you know, it didn't make me excited for it. It's not great. Have you watched some? Have you watched some streamers play it? It doesn't look horrible, but, like, the guy I was watching was playing Monk, and it looked like he never had any resources to use his abilities. So either he was playing the character or the class wrong, or at early level you just don't have your chi or whatever it is, your resource you need to actually use your special abilities. And he was just going around killing squirrels over and over and over again. It looked like there was not much depth to anything going on. If you're in the Pantheon Discord call, Q&A before we played last night. Oh, they were doing a Q&A on the Discord, huh? Man, oh my god, I cannot find this quest item. Just classic WoW things. Kill 30 mobs to find one thing, and it's a 1% drop rate. It was boring to say the least. Yeah. It's like the longer Pantheon's been in development, the more boring and lost cause it feels.
It's too far away.
And with the Riot MMO announcing that they are kind of back to the drawing board, it's like, it feels like the only MMO being worked on that has any sort of hope at all is the one that I always talk about, Ashes of Creation. And that one is supposed to go into Alpha 2 like Q3 of this year to like 6 months from now. So, God, I hope that's not a disappointment. If that's a disappointment, it's like, it almost feels like there is nothing I'm looking forward to in the MMORPG genre anymore. If Ashes is bad, it's like, well, we're SOL. Any lover of MMOs is just out of luck. You're honestly not interested in Pantheon any longer, but you'll play it down the road when it gets farther along. You have to since you paid all that money. You mean it could be good, it's just not right now? Yeah, because what you paid for was access to the beta, right? And you gifted me, I think, access to the beta, so... I mean, it's hard for me to get hyped if there's no Bard to play. So, I will say the stream that I watched of Pantheon last night, the one thing that he did say positive is that at least it felt responsive. So, I guess if you can find a class that you enjoy and the combat's not terrible, it could be a game to explore for a while. But yeah, it's hard to get excited with the way they changed the graphics, and the combat mechanics I've seen so far not looking all that interesting. Guess MMOs and RTSs will have to combine their waning power or something. MMO RTS. Has any game tried to be an MMO RTS? Massively multiplayer online real-time strategy game. Has any game tried to do that? There has been MMO isometric action RPGs, like, what was it, Lost Ark? Was it Lost Ark? Whatever that one was, a Korean one that was released on, I think it was Amazon Games. That one I found to be... I think the combat was decent in that, but, like, I found that... Like, the Korean storytelling and pay-to-win just to be... Just I see it and I just can't play a game this guy. For $5, add 12 inventory spaces. Oh, if you spend $10, you can get this really nice horse. Oh, for $6, you can just, like, just bombarded with... Get gems, get essences, get... Like, it's just overwhelming currencies in all these Korean-based games that just turn me off of the games. You actually got alpha access for Pantheon at $300. You just not touching it? Okay. Yikes. Yikes, been burned too much, buddy. By the early access MMO. Pantheon devs. Age of Empires had that, but you have to play it out all of human history or something. You have no idea how that would or could work. Huh. There's an Age of Empires MMO RTS, huh? I think maybe I have heard of that. Oh my gosh. How many of these things have I killed? I've cleared this area like 2 full times now. Am I supposed to be doing something different here? What is this quest called? Mazen's Behest. When I got to the Swamp of Sorrows, I made a wrong turn, ended up surrounded by horrible plant-like swamp creatures. They lurched to attack me. I dropped the essay. One of the beasts took it, I'm sure. Alright, so I just have to kill these things until it drops. Okay. These things that got like a 6% drop rate or something. Oh, there isn't an Age of Empires one. You're just saying you can't even see how it would work. Okay, gotcha. Well, I feel like there was some Age of Empires thing where there was some, like, you're always online and you can play with friends or something. I feel like there was some sort of Age of Empires thing like that. Maybe not massively multiplayer, but, like, persistently online thing. And I think I even played it with my friend Tim a bit. It's almost like a thing where you level up your general's level and you can specialize in certain types of units or something. I don't know. And you like go from town to town getting quests, and the quests are to go do a real-time strategy battle or something. I feel like that was a thing. Yeah, maybe it was Age of Empires Online, and there's like a hub. Yeah, that sound. I think I tried that at some point years ago. It has been years. I don't even remember when that was. It was kind of interesting. Just RTS has never been my favorite genre, I guess. From Wowhead, be prepared for a long grind. It was level 45 when I did this. You got over 5 bars before the book dropped. 145 experience per kill. That means I killed more than 200 of them. Suffice to say, I was very happy to finally get the damn thing. Wow. Okay. Well, if I do another cycle or two and don't get it, I'll probably give up on this quest. I mean, what else am I gonna do? Go kill other things? We're just murder a hobo wherever we are, so... The craziest thing about this is that this is a massively multiplayer online game, and to have a quest with this low of a drop rate, if you were trying to do this quest while somebody else was also trying to do this quest, like, it's like only one person could do this quest at a time. This is kind of, I think, the worst part of classic WoW is quests with drop rates like this. Because it wasn't correctly planned for hundreds of people all trying to do it at the same time. It's like the misdesign of certain quest types. May your quest be empty of tarps. Thanks, Average Chicken Song. Appreciate that. I wish my quest would be full of quest item drops, though. That's what I wish right now. What I really need it to be just full of actual quest item drops. Hey, at least these guys are giving me experience. I mean, I'm level 43, or 44. So I'm not level 40, what was it said? Level 45, the guy who posted that on Wowhead, so... I'm getting more experience per kill than they were. So it feels a little less wasteful. Another gold vein. And I'm getting to mine, randomly mining, ore veins are showing up, so that's something at least.
I'm out of range.
Potentially leveling up my mining while we do this. Unless if the purpose was to get people to grind up XP and the item drops, just the mechanism does not require the design of multiple additional quests. It could be that. It could be that it was purposely designed this way to slow down the leveling process. Also, it could just be the fact that when Classic WoW was created, they were kind of, I don't want to say innovating, but streamlining the questing process from earlier MMOs. Because WoW, say what you will about Classic WoW, it was kind of the first MMO, I think, that made it so that the way you got most of your experience was not from killing mobs, it was from completing the quests that the NPCs gave you. I think it was the advent of the, I think you call it the theme park MMO, where you get a bunch of quests from a central hub, go do those quests, turn them in, and that's how you get most of your experience. I wonder if this quest was an afterthought. It was designed on a Friday afternoon or something. Yeah, it could be true. That could be true. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there were some other MMOs before WoW that had more questing, but I mean, the one you'd probably point to that would be the biggest inspiration, I think, for WoW would be EverQuest, and quests are very few and far between in EverQuest. This quest is for people who are bored, are still bored, and want to keep being bored. Perfect. That's my favorite type of quest. The I'm bored, let's do some quest. Alright, I'm gonna do one more circle. And if it doesn't drop, I'll give up on this quest for now, probably. I say that. I'm honestly very stubborn sometimes, so I might just keep doing this until I get it. I'll probably for the next 45 minutes be saying, alright, one more. Okay, just one more. Alright, one more cycle. Okay, certainly we'll get it this time. Okay, just one more. Usually how it goes in quests like this. EverQuest is more like NeverQuest, am I right? Kind of, yeah. Like, a lot of the quests in EverQuest were like, it's like, bring me Crushbone belts from the Crushbone orcs in Crushbone. And really what you do is you just go to Crushbone and you grind and fight with your friends, and then after go, oh, I have all these belts, what should I do with them? Oh, there's a NPC I can give Crushbone belts for like 1 silver and a tiny amount of experience. I guess it's better than destroying these Crushbone belts, so I guess I'll go do that. That's most of the questing in EverQuest. It's like an afterthought. Like something to do as a bonus to the mob grinding you were doing. So I just grind boars instead. Yeah, it's just grind the boars. Rand reaches level 46 while looking for this one drop. Did Did you look up the drop rate on this item? Is it below 1%? I don't know, but Scott Free posted a Wowhead thing that said somebody had to kill 200 of these things before it got it. Which, if you got it once out of 200 kills, that would be like a 0.5% drop rate, right? Because 1 out of 100 would be a 1%, so half of that would be a 0.5%. The quest is Mazen's Behest. M-A-Z-E-N apostrophe S Behest. We're looking for Khadgar's essays on dimensional convergence. 1 out of 200 is a 0.5%. Okay. Yeah. I might just drop this quest. I just do it. I'm out of mobs again. Or completely out for the first time, maybe. Okay, that guy spawned. You can see the inspiration of EverQuest in some of WoW's quests. Like, are they making references to EverQuest or something? I don't remember that, but I would 100% believe it. Wowhead says it's an 8% drop. Okay. So, 1 out of, like, what? 12 to 15? And you should see it? It doesn't seem like that so far. But, you know, it's math, and we're on stream, and humans are bad at statistics, right? Because that person who said they killed like 200, that sounds like maybe an overestimation. Or they weren't actually counting, they just said, it took me like 200 kills. Kind of sounds like that. Tinkled Horror is 8%. Mirelord is 3%. Swamp Walker is 7%. Okay. Well, so all of these have a chance to drop it, and it's at different drop rates for all of them. Honestly, that makes me feel a little better, because that means it shouldn't take me 200 kills. I'd have to be extremely unlucky for that to happen, which certainly could be the case. I could get extremely unlucky. That just feels like your normal RNG, Scott-free? Yes, our normal RNG when we play FTL of getting hit by every missile at 95% chance to dodge. Yes, our results-based analysis says it's 0.5% drop rates, right? Now, if I wasn't just chilling out chatting with you all, I would get really frustrated by this. But you know what? If I wasn't killing these guys, I'd just be killing some other dudes in this zone, so I don't care. I don't care that much if it just takes me an extra 20, 30 minutes to find this thing. I'll be murder-hoboing some other mob if I'm not murder-hoboing these mobs. Killing 200 for a 3% drop is believable with some moderately poor luck. Okay. If I wasn't killing, I'd be murdering. If I wasn't killing, I'd be murdering. If I wasn't murdering, I'd be slaughtering. So, let's get to slaughtering. You know, it's a rough life as a murder hobo. Contract killer. There it is. And right as we complain about it, I get 400 experience from killing that guy and find our item. So there we go. It wasn't even that bad. Wasn't even that bad, chat. Sweet Moiterin, that's right. At least they aren't shadow based and resisting the walker. Yeah, that would suck for sure. Alright. That's right, calculated. As soon as I say I don't mind grinding, the game's like, you don't mind? Well then take it and stop grinding. I don't want you here anymore. Oh, alright. Cool. Just say I'm having fun and the game is like, that's not allowed. Here, be done so you stop having fun. I got it because you got up to get coffee. Well, thank you. Thank you for getting up to get coffee so I can get my quest done. Appreciate that. And I do need to kill these crocodiles as well. Okay. The game was saying, you're having fun wrong. Go have a different type of fun now. Alright, I'll go have a different type of fun. Honestly, this probably to a lot of like modern day gamers would be boring, I guess. Like, what are the popular modern day MMOs now? Like Final Fantasy 14, retail WoW, maybe Black Desert Online. But when I play like Final Fantasy 14, I get bored by forced cutscenes and leveling lore. And when I play BDO, it's like the combat is so spammy and grindy that I don't enjoy it. This, maybe I just like tab targeting skill rotations, and that's just the kind of combat I like. Because this is just kind of chill to me. Kind of chill. If I want to muttering, I'd be skinning. No letting good stuff go to waste, that's right. It's just a case of preference you feel. For you, after stuff like Souls or PoE, this is too slow. You don't even mind the grind if it's fast and dynamic. Yeah, maybe I like more slow, tactical, calculated type of gameplay, and that's why I enjoy this. But, you know, surely there's... I feel like if there is going to be a next big thing in MMOs, it's going to be something that finds the balance between spammy, grindy, and slow, slow, inactive, boring, grindy. Like, I feel like there's got to be a happy medium, right? If you're going to get present-day gamers who enjoy New World or BDO to play your, you know, tab targeting ability-based MMO like Ashes of Creation is looking to be. I need one more of these spiders. BDO has the best combat, the worst leveling grinding system. You love the world bosses, but it could use dungeons. Oh god, this guy's bugged. This bug is bugged. Okay, if you go right next to him, my pet has no available path, so I have to do this so he doesn't. Old school WoW had this weird thing where if an enemy couldn't move because the pathing was broken, they would go immune and start evading everything. So you have to make them able to attack you for them not to bug out, no pun intended. Yeah, and you say BDO had the best combat. When I played BDO, like, it felt interesting for a while, but so spammy and complicated that eventually I just didn't enjoy it anymore. It just felt like a button masher. It felt like a button masher. I wasn't putting any skill into pressing buttons in the right order or setting things up and proccing things. It just felt like, you know, face roll on your numbers while you do abilities until they die. It didn't feel like there was any strategy or tactical play to it. You just spam your buttons. I bet you absolutely love QuickTime events in games, Kappa. I certainly don't. I certainly don't. Do any of you guys give quests? Oh, this guy does. Crystals. Draenethist crystals. Why didn't it show that quest? Because it's gray to me, I guess. Okay. What is making that groaning sound? Don't you groan at me? 12 silver, enchant gloves, herbalism. That might actually sell at the auction house. I guess hold on to that. Heart of the Wild. I'm sure those sell in the auction house as well, but I just can't be bothered. All these things that are, whatchamacallit, herbalism things that I don't really care about. Big spider silk I am going to hold on to. Probably keep that in my bank. I have no idea what is making that loud sound. Somebody is groaning at me. Deep fried spider legs coming right up. Delicious, delicious spider legs. Roguelites ruined Civ for you. Roguelites ruined Civ for you. I thought that was my stomach grumbling. What do you mean by that? Like, you used to enjoy Civilization, but now you don't because roguelikes add more replayability to similar type games, or what? You combo your skills in BDO, you just learn to get good. Well, yeah, and maybe I never learned to get good in BDO, but I never... A lot of people say BDO is the best combat in MMOs, and I enjoyed this better. This is kind of on the slower paced. Classic WoW is about the slowest pace that I can do and enjoy. I think I actually enjoyed the combat a little bit more once we got into Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King, but after that, then it went too far to the spammy, everything's an AoE fight. You never use crowd control. There's no setting up fights. Traps are worthless on hunters because you just AoE everything down. Like, I felt all the fights were too fast and spammy, and I didn't get to, there was no skill expression when it came to planning out the fight and outthinking your opponent or something. And BDO just always felt it's all just a spam fest to me. Personally, like QTE. Quick time events, they make you feel badass, but that probably has something to do with your problem's eyesight instead of hands. Yeah, I mean, every time there were quick time events in the Spider-Man game we played, I would always complain about it. I can understand it being like cinematic, and some people enjoy that. I don't know. To me, that's like, if I want cinematic experience, I'll watch a damn movie in the cinema, you know? It's part of the reason why I'm not just, even though my next plan of game to play on stream is Spider-Man Miles Morales, it's not like it's the reason I'm not chomping at the bit to play it again, because there's going to be a lot of those cinematic experiences when I don't care all that much about cinema in my video games. You were essentially following up your longer chat with a TLDR. Oh, okay. I hope I didn't miss something. Final Fantasy XIV is your favorite MMORPG, just no one wants to play it with you. I did the wrong thing, didn't I? You actually... Really, Shogi? I didn't know you still played Final Fantasy XIV. I didn't know you still played it. Man, one of these days I'm gonna actually fuck up my nerd. Oh, well, I'm supposed to kill this guy? Wait, am I supposed to kill this guy? Do I have a quest for him? Yes. And actually just bite the bullet and level up through Final Fantasy XIV and play a bard in there and see if I actually like it. But I've tried like 2 or 3 times to get into Final Fantasy XIV, and every single time the forced cinematic cutscene quests just drive me crazy. I just can't do it. I just get so bored and sick of, here's another cutscene telling you about how awesome you are. Or here's another cutscene about the geopolitical situation in a place that I don't care about. Or, oh no, there is an election happening and you need to go help something to make the election go the way we want it to be. It's like always the stuff that I just can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to care. That's my feelings for Final Fantasy XIV every time I try to get into it. Okay, that is actually starting a quest for us, isn't it? Yeah. You stopped playing Final Fantasy XIV a while ago when nobody wanted to play because it's sub-based. You don't blame them, yeah. Actually, let's go turn this quest in first. Maybe it'll lead to something else into this place I'm about to go. Ooh, more mithril. Mithril. Your main character is a bard? So what's the gameplay like for a bard in Final Fantasy XIV? Are you a buffer? Are you a DPS? Are you a tank? Are you a healer? I don't like it when bards are healers in MMOs, because it seems like just too simple. Quick time events feel like slow time drags so often. True, true. You can understand the notion if I want cinematic stuff, I'll watch a movie, but you still love the script-heavy games that have both the feel of a movie and the gameplay of a game. Well, as much as I'm complaining about it, Madman, I feel like of the games I've played that have done that decently well, the Spider-Man game that I'm talking about is one of the few where I did the QuickTime events and didn't hate it, but I would rather not have a press E at the right time in the middle of my boss fight. I'd rather just be a boss fight. But it was better than other QuickTime event games that I played. Not that I played that many of them because, you know, I don't like them that much. That did not request. Okay. Sell it, sell it. Okay. Is there like some big animal back here? Sounds like a Kodo is walking by. I have no idea what's causing that sound. What is a bard in Final Fantasy XIV? You just sit in a tavern and play the lute. No, that's a bard or an entertainment in Star Wars Galaxies. That actually is literally the gameplay. And every time I go back to Star Wars Galaxies to try to play it again, I'm like, I'm gonna enjoy it this time. And then I'm like, wait, this combat is terrible, and if I want to play the entertainer, which is the bard class, you are just in the tavern playing music to give people buffs before they go out and do combat. What's up, Gunther? In Death Space, for example, quick-time events are absolutely amazing. Bard is no tanking, but a support character that fights at ranged. Okay. That might be part of the reason I didn't enjoy the Bard when I did start it a bit, was that it felt like I was just playing a ranger. Because you use a bow as a Bard, don't you? Isn't it like a subclass of the ranger or something? You say the original God of War is the only time you would play a game with quick time events, huh? Yeah. You know what you're talking about. In the middle of a boss fight, mid cutscene, you suddenly get a super tight QTE fail and just die or something. That's a good sign of a crappy approach on quick time events. Well, that's kind of what the Spider-Man game does sometimes. I remember, I can't remember if it was the final fight of the game where you're up on a building fighting Green Goblin or something, and to phase him, you'd have to do like a quick time event. And it always felt so jarring to go into a quick time event in the middle of a fight. Some of the quick time events were fine. I don't know. I'm not a quick time event enjoyer. Oh, this guy's making that sound. So this is just the sound Lost Ones make. That's just the sound Lost Ones make. Okay. How long before a QuickTime event has a QuickTime event of its own? That's right. Alright, I'm gonna actually remember to fill up my shards this time. I only need 3 more here. Don't poison shot me, oh no. I think Jedi Survivor QuickTime events were okay. A couple were cool, but several were mid. Yeah. Jedi Survivor does have the QuickTime event during a fight problem. QuickTime event during a fight problem, sadly. Yeah. Well, I mean, most games that have QuickTime events, at least most ones I've played, sprinkle them in on like boss fights and stuff, or oh no, your Spider-Man in a car is falling, do a quick time event to shoot your web at the buildings to stop you from falling. That's what most of the quick time events I remember are like. Just the way they add cinematic experience to the game or whatever. fighting 3 or only 2? Only 2 right now, okay. You go kill that guy. There's a guy pathing right there. Okay. Okay, we're done on the shards here. These are low level, but they're all really close to each other. I need to make sure I don't die because I'm getting complacent here. Oh, there's that scattered crate. That's the crate I've been looking for. Perfect. This starts a quest. It's level 30. Okay. Oh, level 40. Level 30, 40? I don't know. Quick time adventure, just Dance Dance Revolution creeping in. That's right. You don't mind the quick time adventure Jedi Survivor. Feel like folks love to exaggerate, or you've seen some quick time events from literal hell. You've never seen a problem with one during the fight, spicing it up rather than being constantly run up, hit 3 times, run away, rinse and repeat. Well, my issue with quick time events in fights is not that they're bad, it's that they exist, RPG. You're saying it spices up the fight. To me, it completely breaks up the flow. If I'm trying to get my Spider-Man combo and all of a sudden my combo is messed up because it's cutscene with you having to time a thing, then I'm completely brought out of the fight. It's not spicing up the fight, it's bringing me out of the fight. And that's my issue with it. After Sekiro's Deflection Hell training course, QuickTime events are mild at worst. Let's see here. How many of these blue gems do I got left? I need 3 more of these guys. I think there's an escort quest in the middle of all this junk as well. So, alright, let's clear these guys out. Because I will probably attempt this escort quest. Famous last words. We got 2 Warlock lost ones over here. If QuickTime event is well integrated, you won't feel like cutscene. Or QuickTime event is getting you out of the fight. You say if it's done well, it won't. But it's very rare that I've experienced a QuickTime event and I haven't gone, wow, I sure am glad that QuickTime event happened in the middle of the cutscene that I was watching, or in the middle of the boss fight I was playing. Like, it's very rare that I've ever experienced it where it didn't just completely pull me out of what I was doing. It's just jarring to me every time it happens. Here's the one I want you to actually fight that guy. Okay. I think this is just a personal preference thing, though. So they aren't jarring for you. They are for me. Your mileage may vary. You like Path of Exile 1. I want to enjoy it, but can't get it into it anymore, and I'm looking forward to this slower paced Path of Exile 2. You know, everybody's got their own preferences. It depends on the game for sure. How does combat normally flow, and how does the QuickTime event change it? It's fine for QuickTime event to be a way to change a fight from one pattern to a new pattern afterwards, like a phase change. Not great if it's a QuickTime event and then goes back to normal. You saw a Watch Mojo video of the hardest video game. Sekiro was number 1 and FTL was number 27. Interesting. Sekiro was number 1. Hell, where'd this guy go? Just teleported in. What are these rift travelers? Stop teleporting in, bonus mobs. What do I think of Ship of Heroes? City of Heroes sequel 500 years in the future. What? Is that real? I haven't heard of that. Is that a thing? I do like City of Heroes. What is Ship of Heroes? Is this like, if it existed, it's real? Do you have a link? I have not heard of this at all. I need to check out a video of this. If it's real, I would be very interested in seeing what this is. It's a sequel that comes out this year? Really? I don't know, I'd be a little leery of it because part of the reason why I've been enjoying checking back onto City Heroes is because the fan-made version is less money-grubbing than the official version, so I'd be afraid of too much monetization and pay to BS mechanics that all modern-day MMOs do, but... Alright, I will check out that link later. I've not heard of it. I've not heard of it at all. All you need for Sekiro is a feel for rhythm, and for FTL you need insane amounts of knowledge, micro skills, and luck too. I mean, a list like that is so subjective that I'm like... I'm sure it's fun to watch the video, but I wouldn't take a list like that even remotely seriously. How do you compare difficulty in games that are across genres? Sounds like a dumb... a dumb clickbait video, honestly. Top 10 list of the most difficult games of all time. Top 10 list of most ridiculous games of all time. Top 10 list of the easiest games of all time. Sounds like one of those videos. I feel like No Pause FTL earns that ranking. It does get into debate how much RNG affects difficulty ranking. I mean... It's... I don't know. I just don't know. Okay. I was gonna clear those guys, but where's the guy that I need to actually try to fruit? I have a feeling if I try to do this escort quest, I'm just gonna try it, let him die, and then run when things get overwhelming. That's my guess is what's gonna happen. It's hard to say what's not. What's hard and what's not. It's very subjective. You've never tried Battletoads. I remember Battletoads being ridiculously hard way back in the day. It says it's on schedule to release this year. It's weird to hear of an MMO that I've never heard of that's scheduled to be released this year. That is very crazy to me, that, and it's related to a game that I've put hundreds of hours into. That's crazy that I've not even heard of that. What's up, Vine Leaf Flower? Top 10 list of the best top 10 lists. That's right. Roasted, right? Get roasted. For example, games like Sekiro are hard because of the mechanical skill needed to master them. FTL's hard because of the skill, but partially because of the RNG, potentially for little forced losses. Well, something you're not even mentioning that a lot of people who haven't played FTL at the highest level don't realize. One of the hardest things about FTL is decision making. Knowing when to get what at the right time. And nobody talks about that. Or at least nobody that's watches FTL. They talk about RNG or bad luck or certain fights that you run into at a very bad timing, and micromanagement. So it's like, does that mean it's harder than Battletoads or Sekiro? It's a different type of challenge. It's, again, what did we say yesterday? It's comparing apples and oranges. Just don't kind of understand even making the comparison. On Steam, Ship of Heroes. All right. How did I never hear of this? I'll definitely be watching those videos later. Thanks for the link, Shogi. One misstep on pause is just plain effing death. That's every single Watch Mojo video. It really is. And every once in a while, I'll see a clickbait and I'm like, oh, Miss Mojo talks about the best
See you later.
roles played by Val Kilmer. Let's watch this video. And then it's just like the most generic top 10 list that I've ever seen. I'm like, why did I get clickbaited by this? So much clickbait. Alright, this guy's level 37, trying to get out of level 36 area. If things go sideways where I'm just... Yeah, these quests are so stupid. I'm gonna walk right into this guy, wondering why I'm dying. Did I just aggro another guy? I just aggroed another guy, didn't I? Yeah. Now I'm gonna go aggro a bunch of other dudes. This is so dumb. Why am I even trying this? I don't know. Maybe just aggroed like 3 more dudes. Get my pet to go do that. Is he dead yet? You're not dead yet. Okay. Alright, I already failed the quest because the guy died, I think. Yeah. Oh, so dumb. These escort quests are so dumb. Here, help me escape! Oh, look, there's 5 enemies. Let me go walk right in the middle of them. Oh, I died! Oh, you couldn't save me. Oh, fail. Oh. Jesus. Jesus. I wonder if he respawns so I can get this quest now that I cleared out this way. You do like oranges more than apples. Definitely make oranges better. I know, right? Totally objective opinion. With no bias whatsoever. Alright. Abandon. Does he respawn, or is that just you like have to wait 30 minutes for it to come back? It's probably a wait 30 minutes. So stupid. I swear. Escort quest and classic WoW is so ridiculous. Do I want to turn in? Yeah, let's go do these turn-ins before I go do these quests on the coast over here. Is that what I want to do? I'm already over here. Let's go do it. Do the quest again so I can watch him die again. Well, honestly, I think the way you're supposed to do those quests, if you're trying to solo it, is you clear out the way that he's going to go, but you kind of have to know which way he's going to go. So, the escort quest is so dumb in classic WoW. It's just... Well, guess I'll walk between these 5 other dudes that are 5 levels higher than me. Protect me! Why aren't you protecting me? Hero, I'm being attacked! Sorry, I can't save stupid. Why did I even try? I don't know. Crawler legs. Alright, well, it's not these guys. These things. Monstrous crawlers. If he dies, he dies. Rocky 4. That in that movie? Said by Gandalf in Lord of the Rings when talking to Harry Potter. Scariest question NPC can I get asked by player. Hey dude, do you remember respawn per chance? I don't get that. Don't get the joke, sorry. Oh good, he dropped 2 legs, nice. Maybe this quest won't take me an hour at a 0.7% drop rate to complete. Oh, do you respawn per chance? Okay. Yes, sorry. I messed up your amazing joke. It was such an amazing joke, and I messed it up. Get roasted by my bad reading skills. Okay, we got a leg from that. All right. Rocky 4 was peak training montage. Okay. If he dies, he dies. Are they talking about Rocky training too hard? And if he dies, he dies? Is that, is that the... I've seen like 2 Rocky movies. Like the first one and the last one where he's old. And I don't remember if I've even seen all of the middle ones. I've probably seen maybe 1 or 2 of them. Scenes from them. So I am not good at recognizing Rocky quotes. And yes, I am preoccupied. The chat, it's moving so fast today, lol. Rocky 4 is actually the best one, in your opinion? Yeah, I guess I'll have to see it someday. I probably won't, though, because I never watch movies anymore. Still haven't seen Dune and Dune 2. Like, I could watch a 2-hour movie, or I can watch random YouTube videos about pronunciation of English words in different parts of English-speaking countries. I guess I'll watch 2 hours of YouTube videos about English speaking in different parts of the world. Yeah, yeah. Way better than getting caught up on the Dune movies that I've said I'm gonna watch the last year that I haven't watched yet. It's that darn YouTube algorithm, really, that I blame. Blame the YouTube algorithm. Too good at making me want to waste time watching random videos on YouTube. Rand's like seeing 6 total movies, and total of them are Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 1 and 2, Rian Johnson's version of Star Wars, Flight of the Navigator, and 2 other random movies. A little overstatement, but not wrong. I have seen all of those movies. You're not wrong. You're just an a-hole. Haha, quote that movie. There's another movie I'll randomly quote. Hey, another golden pearl. Apollo Creed gets killed by a Russian giant and Rocky goes behind the Iron Curtain to beat him. Oh, I think I have seen that one. Yeah, the one with the training montage is who's the tall blonde Russian guy who plays He-Man in Masters of the Universe, and he has like all these high-tech people working with him, and it shows Rocky out in the snow punching trees or something. Is that one, right? Yeah, Dolph Lundgren. The Dude Abides. That was the movie. That's the one. Oh, look at that. Solid chest. Do me a solid chest. Give me some good loots. Alright. Kill a couple more of these dragons. Find where the temple is. I'm not sure if this is a turn-in inside the temple, or if I just find it and then go tell somebody in Stormwind or something. Yeah, he's just... Rocky's chopping wood. While Dolph Lundgren has... You know... scientific... You know... He's using a treadmill with all those... What are those things even called that they stick on you to check your heart rate and stuff? The soundtrack's on point if you like that era music. The good old 80s, 80s training montage music. Electrodes, yeah, I guess that's what they are. I don't even know what they're called. It's just in movies they put them on people to make it look like they're doing, you know, medical stuff. He's also getting tailed by the KGB. It's perfect. Perfect 80s training montage videos, I guess, huh? Well, these guys actually give us good experience. These guys are actually even level mobs for us. Make it look high-tech. Put electrodes on him. And maybe a hat with metal antenna coming out. You're measuring his brainwaves. I don't frickin' know, but just make it look good. Sir, it looks like he's afraid of aliens probing his mind. Perfect. Perfect. That's what we're going for. It'd be a 10 lead EKG, but I think they had more wires than that. I don't know what that means. I know, tinfoil hat, put it on him while he's running on a treadmill. It'll look super high tech. With aluminum foil, make your helmet foil line. It all comes back to Weird Al, is what I'm saying. All comes back to Weird Al. And none of these guys are dropping dream dust. Drop your dust. Man, he's got some damage over time thing on him that's doing a decent amount of damage, actually. But I need to heal my pet after this. Poor pet. Making him fight at 37% health. Alright, consume some shadows, sir.
My mana is low.
No, it's not. Actually, yes, it is. How much mana do you need? 285. Okay. Regen, please. There we go. Alright, drop your speck of dream dust, sir. I was getting more from your little baby whelps. Do you have worse loot than your baby whelps? Babies? Baby whelp babies? The answer is yes, you do have worse loot than your baby whelp babies. Electrocardiography is the process of recording the heart's electrical activity through repeated cardiac cycles, also known as electrocardiogram or EKG. So is that what they were doing in Rocky IV? Measuring, recording the heart's electrical activity while he's running on a treadmill? Is that useful for fitness training? Would that actually be something high-end athletes would get measured? Maybe it would be. I don't know. Oh, God. World boss. Is he coming this way? He is coming this way. Run. Question mark, Somnus. 38.8k health. Holy shnikes. Holy shnikes, that guy could just one-shot us. Holy crap. That is... Oh. That is frickin' scary. If that guy just walked up on us from behind, that would be our death right there. Would it actually be useful for training? Probably not, but does it look cool? Sure. Yeah. Okay. Is that guy... That's like a world boss, right? Is it a world boss? 38.8k health? I think that might be a world boss. Definitely something I cannot interact with. It's not a world boss. Okay. I'm gonna say that actually looked a little bit low health for being a world boss, probably, but still. Scary as hell, nonetheless. There we go. Search for temple complete. Cool. Let's swim away from here. Oh wow, a lot of my quests are turning down there. Okay. Well, I thought Swamp of Sorrows would give me a lot of quests, but it looks like I'm going to be doing one round of quests and pretty much being done. Unless there's a lot of follow-up quests here. Part of a quest to kill 3 dragons, you believe? Okay. Probably like a level 60 quest or something though, right? Because if I'm level 44 and he's question mark, that's probably a group quest that's like high 50s or level 60 or something. There's not a lot in the Swamp of Sorrows. Well, there probably would be more quests if I was on Horde. Because there is the, you know, this City of Stoneheart or whatever it's called. Actually, if I get aggro in the water, I think that sometimes bugs them out because they can't swim over the water. So. So I might not be spending that much time in Swamp of Sorrows today. I thought maybe I'd be here all day. It's okay. There's at least 1 or 2 other zones that I think were about level appropriate, ready to, good, you dropped the Dream Dust. To, quest in. Like, I think we might be about the right level for Tanaris. The zone where Oldemon is, I think we're a little high level for that place that we could do some questing in. Has Horde remember being in and out of Swamp of Sorrows pretty quickly? Okay. Well, I guess just not that much questing in this zone in general, it sounds like. This zone exists for Temple of Atal Hakar to exist, or whatever it's called. Atal Hakar, yeah. I do want to complete this Dream Dust quest killing these guys, though, since they actually give me experience compared to the little dragon whelps I was killing earlier that were gray and not giving XP. Is Mithril a mineral in other fantasy games, too? I mean, it's in Lord of the Rings, I'm sure. I mean, it's probably in a lot of fantasy games because it's from Lord of the Rings, not because WoW had it. I mean, that's what I assume. I assume Mithril is in WoW as a reference to Lord of the Rings. I'm sure it's in other games, too. What always was weird to me in WoW is that they have Mithril, and then they have True Silver. And in Lord of the Rings, that's the same thing. True Silver is the, like, layman's term for what like elves and dwarves call Mithril, right? It was funny to me that they had both names for 2 different things. Keep an eye behind us, because I don't know if that high-level dragon guy is just going in a circle around this area, or if he stays on the other side of... Stay on your side of the lake, sir. Oh, damn, I was hoping that wouldn't happen. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I'll tank this one, you tank that one. Maxed out on my slow shards, okay. Damn, you can heal yourself. You can sleep? Okay, she's put my tank to sleep. Wake up, sir. Okay, now I'm asleep. Alright, well, he's got my dots on her. Yeah, this should be fine. This should be fine. Okay, good. Just call it Shiny Shiznizzle. Yeah, just Shiny Shiznizzle. No fancy name, just Shiny Shiznizzle. The name Mithril comes from the Sindarian word myth, meaning gray, and rill, meaning glitter. J.R.R. Tolkien created the word in his constructed language, Sindarin. There you go. There's where it comes from. Time to rebuff. Good call. That's crazy. J.R.R. Tolkien. My kid can't go to sleep. Guess I'll create a new language and write a book about it. The things some people do for fun. Create a new language and write a fantasy book that spawns a new genre. I was bored. Guess I'll do that. Legendary J.R.R. Tolkien. Let me pull this guy so we don't aggro others. I don't want to get too complacent here. These are actually even level mobs. Kind of nuts he created a new language. Yeah, it's crazy that a lot of fantasy writers do that. But I don't know if any have been nearly as extensive as Tolkien. His language is so extensive that there are, I think, college courses that teach it, if I'm not mistaken. And that when they were doing the filming for Lord of the Rings, they had people who were fluent in Elvish to help with the pronunciation with the actors. It's like, what? You're fluent in a made-up language? Wow, I don't know if I should be impressed or ashamed for you, but well done. Some guy thought up Klingon? I know, right? Did Gene Roddenberry do that, or did somebody else come up with Klingon? I don't know. Because I know there is a full opera in Klingon. I've seen YouTube videos about it. Some people are just too creative, I guess. Bonjour. Speaking of Klingon, what's up, Klingon? How are you doing? You joined at the perfect time. Talking about made-up languages and Klingon. Okay, can I get up here without aggroing this jaguar? Yes, I can. Tolkien spoke Elvish like a boss. I wonder if his Klingon-ish was any good. Is that what it's called? Klingon-ish? That sounds like not the right way to say that. Is it really called Klingon-ish? Klingon-ish? You just made that up. Okay.
That's still recharging.
Yeah, surely it's just speaking Klingon. But I don't know. I am no expert in Klingon or Klingon-ish or Elvish. So I don't know. Turn in this quest, sell a bunch of junk. Potentially be done in this sector, this is a zone. You're gonna have a follow-up quest? You are not, okay. And we only got 550 experience from that. Probably not worth. Probably not. Probably age that. Just not gonna bother with it. I am gonna sell silk if I get it. Yes, I am gonna sell silk. Kind of done with silk bandages. They're too low level. I should probably bank that for future alts potentially, but meh. Meh. I have a feeling whenever I die on this character or hit 60 and don't want to play anymore, I'm probably going to be done with this run of WoW Classic, so. I still get skill ups from iron. Still can barely skill ups from iron. Sector FTL is leaking again. I mean, I play too much of it each week. No doubt of that. All languages are essentially made up. It's just sounds that our mouths make that we ascribe meaning to. Artificial languages are wild. Esperanto for one. South of the US with the Creolio, English, French mix. You love it. Yeah, I would say it's true that all languages are made up. Just like all society rules are made up. But I mean, like Klingon says, there's usually more organic development of it rather than just one guy comes up with a whole new language. That's what's crazy about it. That it wasn't an outgrowth of some older languages that Tolkien just codified into Elvish. No, he just made it up. He just came up with his new language. Alright, what is this quest? Wizard's reagents. Really? Is that the one he just gave me? Do I even care about this great quest? I kind of don't care. I think I'm going to be done with this zone. These quests that are gray, that are giving me like no experience, is not worth doing. Sorry, sir. Your incredible needs don't matter to me. You don't matter to me. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Not worth my time. Got murder hoboing to do. Alright. So, let's go turn in these quests and then... Where do I want to go next? Do I want to go... I do have a turn in an Iron Forge. I mean, Stormwind. My choices are basically Tanaris, which looks higher level, and the Badlands, which is lower level. Kind of leaning towards Badlands because I might actually want to run Oldemon, and getting the prerequisites to all the quests could be quite nice. I think I might do the Badlands first. Less likely to die if I go to a low level questing zone as well, anyway. Creole was the imperfect speech of slaves listening to English and not fully knowing it. Their kids then thought of that speech as natural language and it stuck. Really interesting stuff all around the Caribbean, huh? J.R.R. Tolkien's based Sindarin on Welsh with some grammar and philology based on literary Welsh. Sindarin also had some consonant mutations that are characteristic of Celtic languages, and was influenced by Old English and Old Norse to a lesser degree. Alright, so it's not completely made up. He had lots of influences.
What can I do for you?
But still,
Or the Alliance. Be careful.
pretty cool. Pretty amazing. And very different from how most languages, I feel like, evolve over time. Did I not get any experience for that? Did I only get reputation? It's a repeatable quest that gives you reputation. So that's a way to get Stormwind reputation, apparently. Okay, well that's definitely not worth doing. Emily Rand. What's the name of a League of Legends caster? For the LCS that I watch.
God bless you.
12 intellect, 1 stamina. Yeah, I guess that's an upgrade. We lose 3 stamina, but gain a lot of intellect. That's worth.
Go with honor, friend.
A random name somebody chose.
Step
Or maybe
on up.
not random. Oh, wait, I actually got a box of supplies. Okay, what's in said box of supplies?
See you around.
Silver, okay. The money. It's like we get a birthday present from your parents, and it's an envelope, and inside it's $50. It's like, yeah. I mean, it's not very creative, but I'll take it. One of the best gifts, the gifts of money. One of the best gifts is the gift of money. J.R.R. Tolkien was a linguistic professor, wasn't he? Yeah, I think he was a professor of language or something. Alright, so we're pretty much done with quests. Let's go to Oldemon. What's the best way to get to Oldemon? I think we have to go through Loch Modan, don't we? I think what I want to do is fly to Stormwind, turn in this In Search of the Temple quest. I guess maybe see if there's any other quests that are telling me to go to the Badlands. And then fly to the Badlands. A little bit of flight simulator here for a bit, chat. Not sure, but linguistics was incorporated into your philosophy degree. Oh, well, that's cool. I apparently don't know how to climb this little rampy thing without falling off.
Greetings.
Okay, over to Stormwind.
Farewell.
Let me see. Is there another... There's no way to get to Oldemon from the south, right? Because south of it is the Burning Steppes. No, Searing Gorge. Oh wait, you can get it. You can get to here from the west through Searing Gorge, but that's pretty tricky. Searing Gorge is like high level 40s. We're a little bit low. We could probably survive running through the zone, but I think it'd be better just to fly to... Well, do you need a key? You need a key to get through the Valley of the Kings to get to Searing Gorge. I don't think you need a key to go into to Badlands from Loch Modan. So I should be able to fly to Loch Modan, get this Badlands reagent run quest. And actually, I think this might be a quest to go into the Badlands too. So I think there'll be a couple quests I can grab in Loch Modan to go down into Badlands. Deriving truth from natural language and whatnot. Sounds way over my head, but super cool if that's what you do for a living or for fun. There's a flight point in Searing Gorge, but you enter that through the Badlands. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go make it easy. Take it easy and just fly up to Loch Modan, which will probably be when I take my one break today. I am going to end early today, chat. Not probably as early as yesterday, but I'm probably going to end between 3 and 4. So we'll take one break and head to the Badlands, do some questing, and then call it a day. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to conserve my voice this week because I got to sing a big concert this Friday. So I want to make sure I'm not wearing out my voice. One thing I noticed yesterday when I wasn't feeling very good is I was talking quieter and with less energy, and I think maybe my voice didn't get as tired. So I think I need to try to talk with less energy this week to not use up my vocal, not cause too much vocal fatigue. It's hard when I play FTL to not go, come on, you know, just do all these high energy vocal things that happens when I get emotional about whatever I'm doing. It's hard for me to hold back. Yes, right. Let Pastor Rand do all the shouting and cursing for me. It's hard. It's hard for me because President Rand wants to sympathetically yell right along with him. Curses take a lot of energy from the voice. They do. If you do it right. Only if you do it right. Well, that was bullshizzle. That doesn't take much energy, but that was BS, man. Come on. That takes a lot of vocal energy, so I need to not do that. So I continue to do it. Reading for symbolic logic is like reading stereo instructions. I'm sorry, Gunther. I have no idea what symbolic logic or stereo instructions are. It's probably like when I talk about music stuff in chat, and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, Rams. That's how I feel about that. Don't know what that means. Yes, President Rand wants to become Pastor Rand. That's right. All right. Quickly, let me run by the bank and mail as well. Because I want to throw... Actually, I'm probably just gonna throw all this random stuff to the to my mule. I did some mule cleanup off stream the other day. Rand mule. Have all of the things: iron, heavy leather, all of the things. Is that all the things? Golden pearls. I think I had a stack of mithril ore. There we go. Heavy stone, sure. Almost have a full stack of thick leather. Throw all that over to him. A thick spider silk. All that stuff. Gold ore, medium leather. Yeah, that's all I can send. Okay. All that good. Wow, that clears up so much inventory space. Oh yeah, I wanted to send this too. Okay. This, because I might actually sell this. That. Iron. That. Leather. Good. Wow, when I send stuff to my mule, I really do all of a sudden have a lot of inventory space. Nice. How convenient. How convenient. I have a feeling off stream I'm going to have to go the other continent to turn in a couple things. Yeah. Yeah. Going to do a bunch of those quests I had in the Swamp of Sorrows I actually got on the literal other continent of the world. Literally the other side of the world I had to go to for that quest. So anyway, it's fine. Oh, past Rand, unfortunate but charismatic being, forever locked in a cycle of hatred and anger. Past Rand is a Sith. Once the dark side of anger pulls you down its path, forever will it dominate your existence. That is what past Rand is. Forever a Sith. No worries, what you're talking about is pretty niche. Okay, alright. Well, I'm just not big into philosophy or philology or whatever other ology you're talking about.
Off with you.
Hinterlands,
Safe
okay.
travels.
Maybe I'll eventually do a Hinterlands quest, maybe. Alright, chat, let me get on a flight path for Loch Modan, and I'm going to take my first and only break of the day. We'll head into Oldemon, which has many, many quests that are a little bit low level for us, but should be fairly safe. Honestly, what dungeon am I at a good level for? I feel like I'm getting close to Zul'Farrak. I think I'm a little low for Sunken Temple. Is there a dungeon that I haven't done? Moradon. I feel like I'm actually at about the right level for Moradon. Maybe Friday I'll see if anybody wants to do a Moradon dungeon run. Pretty sure I'm right about the right level for Moradon. Actually, yeah, Oldemon. Getting quest done in the Badlands should set me up for an Oldemon run. That's actually probably even better than... Well, I don't know if Oldemon is higher level or lower level than Moradon, but... Alright, stand up, stretch, use the restroom. Y'all feel free to grab a drink, grab a snack. GG cookie time, didn't die in the Swamp of Sorrows. I have new cookies, and I need to open a package, so let me do that before I jump on the flight path here. Oh my gosh. Lift and enjoy. I can't lift it. It's too sticky. Giggity lol, that's what she said. Alright. I have some Kroger brand cookies today. But y'all feel free to grab a drink, grab a snack. When we come back, we will dive into the Badlands. Y'all rock. See you in a bit, my friends.
Life